Hi guys, Togy here from the Sort of Gaming channel, and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival with this episode 2, or part 2, of Design a Small Vessel. So again, we are in the creative world, which means we've got unlimited access to materials. In the last episode, we created this. So this is our starter, or the front end of our small vessel. And the first thing that we're going to do today is remove the stilts which are holding the vessel up, because we've now put our 3 landing gears and 6 thrusters pointing down, directional thrusters pointing down. So even if we do need to do more work on the bottom, say like painting the ship, we can actually lift the ship up. That's not an issue. So first thing we're going to do, remove all of this. This is where we find actually, oh no, there you go. I was going to say the ship's probably just going to stay up on its own because creative. There we go, so he should fall down. There he is. So that's much better. Look at how low profile that is. I'm really enjoying that. I have to admit, this bit here is looking very odd. It doesn't, it doesn't suit with the ship. And I'm still not 100% sure I'll keep it. But I do love that look from within the cockpit. I think that looks amazing. It's almost like it would be a heads-up display. So we'll see. I'll keep it there for now, and we might remove it a bit later on. So I've added the remaining internal components to the back of the ship, so we don't need any more of those. What we do need, however, is some thrusters for pushing us forwards. I think some for stopping us from going up as well, so we'll probably start there. That may even be what we do here instead. Hold on. Yeah, no, those aren't thrusters. So directional thrusters. For now we can do, I feel like, what do we want, 3? Perfect. That worked very well. Let's see. For coming back here, though, we're going to want, I think we're going to want some slant and some armored thrusters. Let's get rid of the fridge. We don't need the fridge. So, some half armored thrusters. Do we want the armor on the outside? Or do we think it's better looking with the armor like that? Yeah, well, that doesn't really protect the engine as much, I guess. But then I guess the whole block, the way the game works is the whole block has got armor value. So yeah, I feel like that would be the better option. Same there. And I wonder if we're better off doing 1, 2. I think 4 engines is actually more than enough, so I don't think we're going to need any of these. Let's just have a quick. 6 might be a bit excessive, I feel, especially all in the same spot. Let's stick here with what we've got. So next is protecting these, because some of these are explosive and very valuable blocks. So the O2 will explode and the fuel tanks will explode. So we're actually going to do a bit of filling. Oddly enough, we can leave one open. And I'm going to do that. So this guy here and on the other side, and then corners 2. So again, we've got some mess down here, so we could probably do another thruster down actually. Get us even more. Nah, we don't need more thrusters down. What we could do with though is, let's say this guy. Needs to be that way, like so, and then this one like so. That's way better. That was wrong. That way. And that way. Do we want wider wings? I think one wider wing is actually not a bad idea. So let's get, I think you're this way. Yep. Like so. It's very nice. And the same on this side. Like so. Okay, so again, we're going to want to do. Aren't you supposed to be? Yeah, you're supposed to be there. There. And square. Perfect. Where's my... that one? No, it's not this one, it's that one there. That's what we want to see. And well, my guess is what we could do here is not an engine, but we do this guy there, and then the small one there. Which also means oh, actually, I think I could have just worked it anyway, like that. And then here we got large corner. Not sure I want it to go to a full block, so small corner, regular corner even. Like that. And then one of those. One of those? No. Finding the right block is actually more trouble than it's worth. Oh, what about this guy? No, that's not going to work at all. Even, yeah. Perhaps not. But yeah. I like the idea here. That guy. There. Yeah, I guess you just extend that a little further. Yeah, we can deal with that, that's fine. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I must have hit it a few times already then. Yeah, that's that's okay. I'm just getting back on. I don't like the fact that this is just a big flat surface. I think we might have to make a difference there. In fact, I'm not looking at this again now. I'm not sure I'm particularly a fan of that. Certainly not this, poking out like that. Let's go for this one. It's the wrong way. Yeah, wrong one. So this guy. There, that's better. Oh, that's much better. I don't like these. I need that one then. Like so. That's better. I prefer that. That's much better look. Rid of that stupidity. Yep. This guy. That's the wrong one. There we go. And then this one. How far across does he come? Ah, okay. So we've got these guys. Got 1, 2 going backwards, yeah. So I want 2 on top. So I wonder if that's you. There. And there. That looks about right. Then you've got 3 and 4. That's more like it. And then we've got this guy. I need to go here. And yes, the wrong side. Okay. That's what we want to see. And you could even potentially put some guns in here. That would be alright. Or do we want to do reverse thrusters for directional thrusters? Let's have a look at the directional thrusters. So they've got 40 force and they use 20. These have got 90 force and they use 80. So I'm going to say these are actually far more cost effective, aren't they? Because you could have 4 of those for the same energy usage as this. Oh yeah, that's absolutely way better. Okay, let's go with that. So you're out. And then you're in. Yep, one like that. Like that. There and there. That's far better. can even then put things in here if we want to. Not sure what we will put in there, but the option exists. You know what I feel would be better? So if we go for something along these lines. Fill back in again, and then there we go. That's a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, it was getting a bit boring. We don't need these. Well, we probably will want those. We're not going to use any more of these guys. We're going to want some lights. Let's get some more directional thrusters. I love the idea of a railgun, but what else do we put? Console, deco. Oh, antennas. They are not for small ships though, are they? Yeah. Those are all just... Oh, nice! So that looks wrong, but those look okay. Just thinking how we go about getting more light. Will you not go against that one or that one? Apparently not. So we could, yeah, we could put lights in these, I think. I would not mind having a light on the back. I don't think I need two lights on the back. Never mind. Okay. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to slow us down. We've got 1, 2, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. That could be a bit of a problem. I think we could definitely do with more sideways thrust. That's 4. I wouldn't actually mind having 5. And almost as if that would be perfect. Let's just see what's behind here. Oh, that is a thruster, so that's the thruster pointing down. So actually, I think this would be better off as so. More of that. In fact, you could almost say, where are we going flat? So yeah, so 1, 2. That one. Okay, so now that gives us another one in here. Almost forgot. We can't put anything on top of him. That gives us 5 on the sides, 6 underneath, 4 in front, and 3 for the top. And now part of me is feeling we could probably remove this front bit here and put... Ooh, it would have to sit on top of it though. That's the downside. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of that. So we're not going to do that one. I think 3 on top should be fine anyway. We've got our O2. Let's see, weapons, forward light, thrusters in each direction. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the up. I almost want to change those to up, but then I need them for the down. What we could do, actually, is take out some of these storage containers, cargo boxes. Perhaps move them. Because although there's a constructor here, actually, it doesn't have to be a constructor. And I'm pretty sure I could replace... Oh, there you go. So retain the same amount of storage while the ship. I'm pretty sure I put cargo boxes. Let me just double check that. Oh. Did I put a huge number of ammo boxes in instead? Haha. What is that? That is... No, it's a cargo box, so... That's better. 1, 2. And we can still put... those back like that. Although it does look awful. I have to admit, the whole thing looks a bit terrible. Just make sure we didn't do too much damage to anything else. Okay. What we could do with is the inverted. Or is it still window vertical? Maybe, let's see. Because I want that. I wouldn't mind that there, like so. Leaving those open. And then we can put vents. Vents on here and there. That's better. I mean, it does leave the cockpit open. There's nothing really protecting it. So perhaps, again, very minimal. Like so, like so. And almost a... like so. You know what? Can't even see. That's better. Maybe like that and like that, but instead of this, we can put. In fact, we can put. I know what we can put here. That one. Nope, okay, not that one. Oh, it doesn't like the curve there, so I guess you want the straight. Oh, if you can do that, I'll keep this one. Looks a bit odd, I know, but I prefer that. Yeah, even. See him getting back into the idea of putting these blocks on again. I don't think we're going to need a light there. I wonder if we put extra storage. The storage is a bit silly. Let's put a solid and then that guy. That's better. Different, but plenty of protection, plenty of weaponry. Reverse, side to side. 5 on the up now. And 4 large thrusters. Yes, we do want more cargo. And let's just have a quick look. See if we've got... You know, I don't think I did. Cargo box. No ammunition. Which is a terrible idea, because if you don't have any ammunition, you're a bit stuffed. So in actuality, I think we might... Let's have a look, see what else I've got in here. Oh. Clear that one. Give me a new one, give me a new one. Wherever it is gone. In fact, whilst we're here, get rid of the lights, keep the ammo. We will take a texture tool, a color tool, and I cannot see it for the life of me. There he is. Repair and remove tool. 6. Okay, so that's O2 under there. O2 is going to be fuel under there. Fridge. I wonder if we replace the fridge. Or we could put... Because I would still like to have plenty of munitions. There's those ones. It's odd how, like, the icons on the left in your menu bar, 7, that is blue, yet it looks white. And then 8 is white, and yet it looks blue. How does that work? Okay. I like the idea of doing something along those lines. We won't do it. It's just silly, but... Maybe we should do it. I know I want this again. Here. And one of these here. Well, the question is whether or not I do something similar there. Or even just, you know, block a few things off. Like so. Do that. Okay, so what's this one? This one is applying textures, and this one is applying colors. Right, we want black, I think, for the whole ship. to take a few blocks off in order to colour this properly. Yeah, I agree. Some of these, like the vents, the fact that it's white behind, it looks like kind of okay. But in some cases I think black might be better. So this is going to be our base colour, and then we'll add other colours to the ship as we go. On top. This is another good reason to use creative. Obviously we're making some of the base a bit black. And that's not... well, admittedly I haven't even painted my base on the real server. But the last thing you'd want is to have a completely finished base that you then accidentally paint half of it whilst you're painting one of your ships. That's already looking considerably better. Can we... oh, look at that. We can't get to it. So, we are actually going to need to remove the cockpit. Okay. It's amazing what you can see there. I mean, these things are all explosive. The back's not too bad, but those are explosive, so... that could be a problem. Wrong way. Let's paint this one. How are we looking? That's much nicer. You. Same on this side. That's very nice. Ah. Right, what we are missing there, absolutely missing, is the bottom. So let's find another cockpit. Number 9. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. So, right. The blue coming out is very, very nice looking. Oh, come on, let me... That's going to be annoying. In all honesty, painting these things makes such a massive difference. I mean, it does look kind of bland and boring whilst it's in just the default grey, but now, just painting it whole black, it looks significantly better. And I haven't even added, like, I want a second colour, a second tone to it, which I haven't chosen yet, but the current idea is possibly like a bright green or something like that. So if we remove you, you wanna move? No? Okay. Oh wow. So now I can paint in here. Oh yeah, we need to get these. Absolutely need to get those. You can see how much of a difference it all makes. Do that one. I'm pretty sure we're being in creative, we actually aren't using up fuel having this thing flying, which is good. We want a landing gear or two. Oh, I missed a piece. Got it on that side though. Hey, whoa, whoa, what are you doing? Get back up there. Still working on you. Cheeky. But yeah, if you're making a ship, guys, just remember, it might not look amazing in grey, but as soon as you paint it, it makes a big difference. You may even want to think about painting it as you go. That saves the problems like what I've got here, where I'm having to take pieces out in order to reach where I want to paint. But that would also allow you, like if you know what colour you're going to have it, why not? It also kind of allows you to see what it will actually look like, because it does. It makes such a massive difference. I mean, look at that. Let's just go up slightly. That is beautiful, especially with the engines going. I'm really enjoying that. I mean, I'm kind of tempted not to paint any other colours on it just because of that. But let's see. Deep blue might. No, see, that doesn't work. How did I get those? I must have got them from on top. I think I'll actually just stick with completely black and we'll put some symbols. So symbols, we're going to want numbers. So this is going to be ship 4, technically speaking. Wrong way around. Okay, so I'm going to want... Now, I've never used this tool before. Let's put you there. There should be a rotate tool. Okay. See what happens. Oh, that's what we like. 4 and 4. What we can do is 4. No, I don't want anything. This one could be 0. Okay, and then we rotate. No, we just want to rotate the... Oh no! I actually want to rotate the block, we just want to rotate... Okay. That's a shame. I don't know how to rotate it if you're doing it like that. I mean, these, I guess it just rotated the entire block, which was fine. What we also want to do, though... Next. What do you think for our symbol? Yeah, that one's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like that. And then the exclamation marks. Ha! Ah, if they were only symmetrical. Never mind. And then textures. Now, see what? I guess the question is: does the texture? Yeah, I think it overrides the colouring, or does it not? That's no. It does take colouring. So let's go with some textures then. What else do we want? So underneath. You know what? I think that will do, actually. So there you have it, guys. There is our new small vessel. Now, I can't remember the exact key combination for blueprinting. I think it's the right-hand Alt and O. There we go. So we want to save as. What do we want to call him? Shadow. Oh, we've lost our lights. I guess the main base lost power. Oh, mind you, that gives us a nice view of the ship. Let's see if we can. Hold on, let's see if we got some lights. Can't change the spotlight, but there must. I'm pretty sure we did put. Of course we did. We put lights on and then we replaced them. But this is where actually having some lights would be really, really nice. So, I know I was about to stop there, but we can absolutely do with some lights. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Right there. parts. So we want blue. We don't mind the intensity, but we do want higher range. Blue, higher range. And that gives, like, see how the whole area has got a bit of a blue glow to it? All of this has got blue glow to it. That's very nice. I don't know if I want to call it shadow. I think I would prefer calling it midnight. I think that's an even better name for it. I wonder if we can put... Hey, that's nice. So actually, guys, we are going to... So right-hand Alt and O. Save as midnight SV. Save. Alright guys, I think we're done with this ship. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.